Hello and welcome back. I know that it's been a long time since I've played a video game, but I've been very busy with work and stuff. Yes, it has been a very long time since I've made a new video. I have heard through viable sources that this game is very scary. I don't know if it's scary, but I've heard that it's really weird. Um, I love it already. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I like it already. But let's get in this and see how it goes. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. I like that. Sure. I agree. Da, da, da. So, a little disclosure for those of you watching. I have. Hold on, I'm gonna slow that down because I don't want it to go. But I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit, sound down a little bit. So, just a little disclosure. I watched a little bit of this game already. I ended it. Apparently, I ended it right before the twist, right before everything changes. So I'm kind of upset about that. But I found out the game was free and I wanted to just come home and play it, and I look super white right now. So yeah, we're just gonna play this game for a few hours and maybe we get to the twist, maybe we don't. All I know is that this game gets really creepy and I'm really excited, so let's start. Ooh, please enter my name. J. Alright. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but kind of worked out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. On days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk to let Sayori catch up to me. I'm not. Ah! I overslept again! No, not now. But I caught up to you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait. I'm not even gonna try different voices. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jay. I love how I say that I'm not gonna do that, and then I immediately start doing that. Well, if you're gonna stare at... if people are gonna stare at you for acting weird... Oh, wait, that's me. I'm terrible at this. Well, if people are gonna stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say. I'm not gonna try and make that noise. This is gonna be the weirdest game I've ever played. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jay, have you decided on joining a club yet? A club? I told you already. I can't do that. It hurts my voice. I'm really not... Oh, that was even me again! I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Um, I'm sure it's possible I did in one of the many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by with the average, while spending my free time on video games and anime. That's a mood. Ah, ah! Oh, there's the, okay. Um, oh my god, I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me now. Oh god, this is gonna be hard to do. And and I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, Jesus. I will look for a few clubs if it will make you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise to try a little? Promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I know, right? She's super late, too. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to erase her mind. What? Oh, wait, oh my god. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Ah, we're in school. The school day is as ordinary as ever. And it's over before you know it. I wish my school was like that. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori walks in. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. English is hard. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have came into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, I don't know why her voice switched and now she's like confident. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. That's a mood. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Roll credits. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Wow, this is a game that's 90% reading, and oh my god. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. Since she was the only one who okay, so I found out right click's a thing. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would be bringing in a new member. Why would you do that though? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make any promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she is so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Sorry. Fine, I'll stop by for cupcakes, okay? Yes, let's go! I probably should have made sure that it was recording. It looks like it is, so we're good. And thus, today makes the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. Sorry, everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to do her voice. I glance around the classroom. Girl wants she's... Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm not gonna try with voices anymore. Sayori is always saying nice things about you. Why do I do that? I do that every time. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh, she's gonna be annoying. I know she's annoying. Way to kill the atmosphere. What, girls only? Ah, Jay, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Oh, all the words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Didn't, I don't think. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Oh wait. You can just ignore her, she gets moody. I'm not gonna be able to do that, no. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say anything like that. Yuri, who apparently is comparably more mature and timid, seems to be having a hard time to keep up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know who Monica is. Is that right? Oh, it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jay. Hey, girl. Hey, girl, hey! Monica smiles sweetly. Sweetly. Well, we do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the popular girl in the class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. I feel it. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jay. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little bit too excited. She's the one who's always eating. Then tell me... Oh, then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. See, I already mentioned it's been a while. Oh, wait, my god, I'm so dumb. As Sayori mentioned, it has been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table with a tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain! Sorry. Ta-da! Ooh, woo. Natsuki lets the foil fall off the tray to reveal a dozen of white, fluffy cupcakes. Decorated like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. I think I read that right, sorry. Sorry. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori walks... Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm probably gonna be editing this out, but still, I need to see what's going on in Discord. Oh, nope, I'm just gonna not with that. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna cut that out. Snap! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Of course she did, I called it. No, I'm joking, I've seen it before. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor, and I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Yes. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this, or I haven't heard this somewhere before, or haven't I heard this somewhere? I'm so dumb, bro. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cups and the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. Since she's a smart one? Yes, Quinn. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's hot. That's not insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Yes, Queen, you go, girl, yes! Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? God, I'm so, illiterate. You can probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand for all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare events. I feel like her voice is like a salty white girl. I'd much rather prefer to take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. I found Monica's voice, yes. Monica really is a great leader. Harry also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can you can put it that way. Sorry. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it is something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I feel it. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I don't know how long I can do that voice, but it makes school events like the festivals that much more fun, that much more important. I'm confident that way we can really grow this club. Oh my god, that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Just a disclaimer, I am dyslexic, so it is very hard for me to read for long periods of time. Right, everyone! Yeah! We'll do our best. Oh, it was right, everyone? You know it. Yes, girl. Slay, girls. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Jay, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't know. I don't really have a good way to answer that. I feel it! That would be something I'd say! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looked like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Yuri? I think it's Yuri. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? It's Yuri. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That's dope. Game of Thrones. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them. Oh, no, she's not the white girl. The level is amazing to me. Jesus Christ, words are hard. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it was obvious the way her eyes light up when she finds herself in a comfortable book, not people. Oh, in the comfort of the world of books. Okay, she finds her comfort in the world of books. Jesus. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? I've never experienced that, so I wouldn't know. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level, I feel it. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Oh, okay. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. Oh god. It's so hard keeping these voices correct. The way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind, she's secretly a nerd. That's right, you usually- oh wait. Yeah, that's right. You usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. I looked at what you were writing a poem, or it looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give it back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Oh my god, I bet that was ear rape. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. She's not the white girl. Well, they're all white girls, but she's not the sassy white girl. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself, all philosophical and stuff. You must be willing to open up to your reader, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. They both look God, Jesus, I hate English. Quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we will be able to share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! I like her. I like how, giddy she is. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond of the club. Oh, sorry. Isn't that right, Jay? Oh god. Monica smiles warmly at me once more. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back on the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth and say what's been on my entire mind. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. Bro, this guy is dumb if he's about to leave. I know he's not, but the thought that he would leave a class full of 4 girls, all 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I almost said disjointed. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Jay. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend another day with these beautiful girls. Yeah, there you go. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up, I think. Yes, I'm so happy! Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really scared me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so that we can share. gonna be so mad if this comes out bad and I have to redo this. Monica looks over at me once more. Oh, it's Jay, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class. Star Monica with my mediocre writing skill. Oh, sorry. Can I really? I already feel anxious. I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean their food. Hey, Jay, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walked home anymore because she always stayed after school for the club. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room. It's a classroom, but okay. And make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day in this literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that I'll start with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick a word you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So this is gonna change. If you guys are interested, I might be down to do multiple playthroughs. Because I kind of want to get everyone to... all of them to... suicide. Wow, we're gonna start it off with that. She liked... weird... okay, hold on. Desire. Heartbeat. Determination. Contamination. Hopeless. Tragedy. Secretive. Extraordinary. Heaven sent. Horror. Misfortune. Unusual. Frightening. Scars. Anime. Unending. Defeat. Nibble. Vertigo. Rain clouds. Fireworks. Adventure. Agonizing. Tenacious. Intellectual. Incongruent. I want to know how this poem would sound. Melancholy. Big boy words. Gotta impress the girl with the purple hair. Hi again, Jay. Oh my god. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry about it. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I can keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. It was the last to come in. I was the last to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like, he deserves any slack. That girl deserves the sassy white girl. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. Yeah, I'm just gonna switch that, cause that's definitely... And I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang hang out or what, but if you can't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. That's fair. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Manga? Manga, 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 manga. I know I'm gonna get some heat for that. That's great. I hate it because I don't know how to say it. That's why I hate it. So I'm just gonna call it comic books. And I'm gonna make even more people mad. It's gonna be great. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jay always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. That's true. He helps me with my busy work. Oh, sorry. I'm giving everyone the white girl accent now. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. I don't know how to do different voices. So I only know like 3 voices. Sayori says, or Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Jay can become good friends too? Sayori. Oh, sorry. Sayori! Shut up! Trying to get the girl! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. I would be Sayori though, low-key. I don't understand awkwardness. I don't feel it. I don't get it. So it's really hard. Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Siri, wait, Siri. Sorry. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue- Oh, I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you was pleasant. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yes. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book and thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. I'd need a book like that. And we could, you know, discuss it. If you wanted, I'd be down. This is how is this girl actually being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I will look forward to hear what you are thinking. Now that everyone is settled, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But to be honest, it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery, I'm so dumb. I'm so dyslexic. That R and E switched places. Conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It's the exact same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. That's a little awkward, though. I can feel that awkwardness. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, that's fine. I was forced, then. Wait, if I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading this, a bit of this, so. That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Yeah, it's not because you like me or anything. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, I stopped in the bookstore yesterday, and that's not, hold on. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There is an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, just wanted to make sure I didn't actually accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. As soon as she goes to... Sorry, I got a text message. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like there was going to be a nice story. It's so dark turn that came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Jay? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely go for these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those sort of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so completely different. It's just that these kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil. Foreshadowing. But because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the narrative. Oh my god. They're made out to be the naive one. I think it's naive. For letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I do believe I should let you know that I have this problem, where I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, and I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying strange things, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That's adorable. That's basically him saying that that's adorable. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. This is a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you'd be looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and put it in my bag. Alright. Is it fine if I sit here? Is it fine if I sit here, right? I think that's it. I slipped next to the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's a big boy word. I would never be able to use that in an actual sentence. I'm sorry. That's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone? Oh, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realized that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... You don't have to... You apologize. You really apologize a lot, don't you? Sorry. Bear with my terrible reading. I'm dyslexic. I get the pass. I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Hey... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it is against Yuri's, and then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. It's too easy. Once I lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it more difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm, and holds the side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. That's probably the least I can do. Since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri's no longer asking me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn at my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Oh yeah, sorry, my legs come up and down. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning pages almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. She's a little afraid of what she'll do, or she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but it's kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Jay, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I'm sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's kind of cute. Uh, uh, what were you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, Yuri exhales, spared from the finishing her thought. Ooh, and the plot thickens. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not that. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer it if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more of it tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. Oh, that's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off, and then slide it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I actually agreed. Wait, I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook, and I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I gotta go, Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced. I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha ha! Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? No, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, it's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time. Huh? Yuri stares blankly at me, and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers around the words of the poem as if to breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's more specific writing habits that are usually typical in new writers. And it has been... Oh my god. And have been through that myself. I learned to pick up on all of them. I have the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Way over my head. In the end, result is that both styles are expressive and style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri faces her to train of thought, it was as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's just so many skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. You might want to take some time. Oh, my alarm. Stop it. Thank you. It might take you some time, but it'll all come together with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Yeah, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Be a literature club? The ghost under the light. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have to sit up for this. The tendrils of my pain? I don't know. Oh, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath, I can't read cursive. Illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickened blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the pleasant pleasant living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh, deep. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Jesus Christ. You all saw my handwriting. What? I wasn't even thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. It's because I'm dyslexic. It's just I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Oh god, this is gonna be a nightmare to edit. Okay. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write a little something more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. You aren't into ghosts, Yuri? Oh wait, aren't you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jay. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all, after yelling at me for reading. Okay, she likes me. But remember that poems are often about expressing their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon will be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn way to put it. I haven't thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I probably learned a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jay. Me too. I'm gonna keep doing the best for me too. Monica. Hey, Jay! Having a good time so far? I don't know what. I'm gonna keep changing their voices each time, just so y'all know. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, bro. Not much. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah! Don't worry, Jay. We're all a little embarrassed today, don't you know? Don't you know? Jon Snow, sorry. But if that's your sort of barrier, that will... Wait, what? But it's that sort of barrier that will always Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Jay. I was like, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to get something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations. Oh wait, it's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, when it always counts when I put in some effort. That's some life advice right there. Keep everyone's expectations low, and you will succeed. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who is using simple and direct words to describe happiness and some zone. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to... I don't know why her voice changed like 8 octaves when I was... both allowing... I don't know how to find... I can't get that nice middle. Both allowing people to get something out of it, just... Wait. To get something out of it, just by feel. Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has gotten at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry, don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Keep exploring and try and learn new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying lots of different things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find your kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find out what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write oh my god. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Jesus, why was that so hard for me to say? It's like you have to worry about... It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha ha! Oh, sorry. Ha ha ha. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Oh, wait, that's not her, is it? That's still... Okay. Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound so confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, searching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now what I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he was on the other side. He was on the other side. Wait, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I feel the style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. It was inspirational. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. What, does everyone write poems here? An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on one specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for you today. That sounds like some really big foreshadowing. But good advice, it's good advice. But sounds like it's foreshadowing. Thanks for listening. Let's get Natsuki over with. Jay, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Sorry, hold on, I need to move I hate having a wired microphone, because I keep always doing that. What do you think, I'm stupid? I'm not a writer, bro. Maybe it's not even good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of your first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve on, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, but people can try, but that's about it. I like that. That's deep. That's great. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing for people, or poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Sorry. Yes, exactly. Sorry, no, that's not her either. Okay. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But it's a nice thing to think about. Simply writing puts more of a weight on the wordplay. But I set up a rhythm in the end. But wait. Like, I set up for a rhythm at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? I guess not. I decided to humor her, at least with the last comment. I really didn't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. I would've. Who should I talk to next? Maybe Sayori. Sayori, sorry. This is a good poem, Jay. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who wouldn't... Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't take it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Jesus Christ, I can't read. Well, I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, like I said before, Jay, deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know? Trying new things for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. It's hard with these names, I'm not gonna lie. Sees the full... Wait, I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motivation here. Then, again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much it means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna... Wait. And I'm sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Wait, I think that's what that said. That will be my favorite... That will be... Oh, I will make sure you have a lot of fun here, and that will be my way of thanking you. Alright then, I'll hold you to that. God, I'm dyslexic. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me sleep, or to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish the rain away? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you, too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Love the ending. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write it? No. I just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast! I like beef. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun! Monica's the best. And yeah, but next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. If it's everyone... It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori, Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Saz. Yeah. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, staring at their respective poems, and they read in tandem what each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try to hard. Oh my god. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Why was that so hard for me to read? Thanks, but I really didn't come out. But that really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. Jay liked it too. And based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style, and I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I can come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jay liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. And suddenly, Natsuki, sorry. Keep calling her Natsuki, and I think it's because of Natsu from Fairy Tail, because I was watching Fairy Tail this morning. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jay appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? That's not how we... Wait, that's not how... And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You are full of yourself. Sorry, I'm gonna lose the accents because it's really hard to do accents back and forth. No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay here? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jay started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like you guys fighting! All of a sudden, both girls turn towards me. Jay, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She could easily get herself to learn the appreciation of simple writing is more effective. Then it wouldn't have to have happened in the first place. What is the point in making your poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Jay. But wait, there's no reason we have to share some deeply expressive words in our... There's a reason why we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jay? Well... How did I get myself dragged into this in the first place? Because you chose to join a club full of females. It's not like I know what I'm writing about, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think highly of me. And it's Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone else's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it because it's something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and you just told you how. And if you had just told her how you felt, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was like her. Natsuki, that's enough. I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, and I think you should too. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, and at this point, definitely the only... Wait. Being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sarah, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare myself from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her poem from the desk and storms out. On the way, she crumbles her paper and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. I'm gonna drink every time I hear the word gingerly. Ha ha. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could I hate anyone? Wait, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? Okay, I don't know how long I've been recording, but it's been about an hour. You can handle it. You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Jay, you're too kind. I'm thankful that you have a part in this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about the time for us to leave. How did everyone feel about sharing their poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Jay, how about you? Yeah, I'd say it's the same. It was neat to talk with everyone. Awesome! Well, in that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Well, maybe I learned something. Oh, sorry, I totally spaced on the voices. Hold on. Well, maybe you learned something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a bit more about everyone's poems. Like, with any luck, it means that at least I can do a better job of impressing who I want to impress. I nod myself with a newfound determination. Jay, you ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yeah! Sarah beams me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time something like that I've seen something like that. I'm sorry, I can't do that voice. I promise they're both wonderful people. I can really do the white girl accent, and I don't know why that's the only one I go to. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Jay, that's nice. I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone just makes me the happiest. I think that everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but it doesn't really need to stop there. Well, I just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said more to myself than her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an intentional monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna finish up this, and then... Oh, I don't know if it wasn't focusing that whole time. Alright. I'm gonna finish this up. So, I'm trying to impress her. So, big boy words. And that one wasn't right. Great card. Ooh, I'm curious as to who would like this one. Really? Entropy. Broken, precious, insight. Contamination. Determination. Rain cloud. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I didn't double click. Didn't mean to. Philosophy. Extraordinary. Marshmallow. Depression. Alone. Frightening. Unstable. Eternity. I'm really curious. Oh, Doki, okay. Defeat. Melancholy. Another day passes and it's time for a club meeting already. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Hold up. Let me see if I can do this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is kind of weird, and I'm gonna wait to post the first 2 episodes back to back. And I know it's been a long video. Sorry, I'm kind of dyslexic. It kind of takes time for me to read things. It's been a long time since I started making YouTube videos again. But I'm gonna edit this one and hopefully have both of them up soon. And I know it's weird, but from what I can tell, this game is really, really good and has high ratings and high praise. So I really want to know kind of what happens. And it turns out I stopped watching almost where we are at. So it's gonna be really interesting to see play through what I didn't see, and I'm kind of excited too. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And it's goofy, fun. Yeah. I'm gonna go TKO now. See you guys. Thank you for watching. As for Among the Sleep, because I couldn't think of the name. As for Among the Sleep, what happened was I got all the way to like the middle of the game, and 90% of the files I can't use because of the voice, you couldn't hear the background music and stuff at all. So it was really irritating. But that was what happened. So yeah, I'll probably finish it, but at another time. So yeah.